Dear Diary, with my errand list in hand, I went back to the swamp. The Gyptos guarding the well needed magic beans and a blue potion. The beans weren't a problem, but when I went to the potion sister's house, they were out of stock. Oh, I guess you've been getting a ton of business out here in the middle of nowhere. My bad. I remember seeing a Deku scrub who was selling blue potions near Iconic Canyon, but they were 100 rupees each. I'm not made out of money over here. So I opted for the cheaper route, and instead went into the mysterious woods. With the help of the pig mask, I sniffed out some super stinky, super rare mushrooms to bring back to Kotaki. The potion was ready by the dawn of the second day, and as I paid my cover charges and entered the well, I hoped the wild goose chase for ingredients was over. But I quickly learned I was just getting started. The well was dark, damp, and skanky, and filled to the brim with more needy Gyptos who demanded ridiculous things. Fish, bugs, water, hot water, milk. What are y'all doing? Making some kind of nasty soup? After finding my way through this octopus of a layout and giving all the mummies their weird presents, I finally found the prize of the well, the mirror shield. Holy! That is not what I want to see when I look in the mirror. God bless! Now I get to stare at this friggin' thing for the rest of the game. I'm glad the Suns are happy though. Keep it in your pants. I climbed through a shortcut in the well and found myself inside the walls of Iconic Castle. I walked inside and... What in the fresh hell is going on here? Goddamn redeads dancing in circles in the middle of the room. It was like I had front row tickets to Swan Lake, but the ballet was taking place in Hades. Throughout the castle, I saw more dancing redeads. Somehow this was so much more eerie than if they had just stood stock still like they were supposed to. Y'all aren't even real dancers. Just give it up. Jesus, Diary, everyone thinks they're a star. When I came to the throne room, I was dead-ass tired of this castle. But I still had to deal with the Iconic King. He really didn't like the sunlight. Dude, the sun is not the problem in this scenario. It's definitely the moon if you haven't noticed. He sent his 2 guards after me, but defeating Giggles and Chuckles was a snap, especially after I burned the king's curtains. He was pretty sore about those curtains. I guess he thought they tied the whole room together. Well, they didn't. The king was so upset that he wanted to fight me, and I'll admit it, Diary, he beat the shit out of me. In fact, I had to fight him twice because I fucked up pretty wonderfully. I just didn't know what I was doing. I even tried to trick him with a Skullkita mask, which worked for like half a second before he took a jab at my height. Thanks, guy. It's not like I'm already self-conscious about that. When I defeated him, he tried to feed me some after-school special about how I should believe in my friends and forgive their failures. Joke's on you, I don't have any friends. He then tried to blame his pain on the open Stone Tower temple. Bitch, your kingdom's bloody history happened way before the Stone Tower was open. Nice try, though. To make up for his shittiness, he taught me the Elegy of Emptiness, which made these super cool empty shells of myself. They looked really, really great. Just like 2 twins. I couldn't tell the links apart. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Diary, but the Stone Tower was not a hotel. It did make a really nice, confusing death pit, though. I had to climb up the ledges using the hook shot, and complete puzzles by using the empty shells of myself and the deceased people I've been masquerading as. It was kinda unsettling. Inside the actual temple, I realized I was gonna have to deal with some straight up bullshit. There were chests and switches on the ceiling, which meant the entire temple was gonna flip upside down at some point. Like I needed any more gimmicks right now. It seemed the challenge of this temple was just trying to find the right path. Everything was a goddamn mystery. I did find the light arrows though, which was super nice since I'm such crap at aiming with the shield. Just when I was starting to get the hang of the layout, it was time to flip everything upside down and do it again. I thought the second half was a lot harder than the first. I constantly got lost, and I stressed out about finding all the hidden switches. I was pretty grumpy about the fact that random chests appeared on the ceiling, meaning I'd have to come back through for a 3rd time to get everything. It was through blind luck that I got all the fairies. I had honestly given up hope that I'd pull it off. Then I found a Batman, who was a big old jerk, by the way. He definitely had something up his butt. I'm sorry your parents are dead. I'm pretty sure my parents are dead too, since I live in a tree with a bunch of Keebler elves, but you don't see me attacking people for no reason. After killing him, I got the boss key, and now I just had to find the boss door. Easier said than done. I finally spied a chest way up on a platform in the central room. Now if only this piece of shit stone pillar would get off my dick, I could get up there. On the way to the boss room, I killed an enemy and a surprise mask appeared, called a giant's mask. Apparently I could only use it in the boss room, and now I was even more pumped for this fight. When I fell into the sandbox, I was ready to take on the sand centipedes. I tried on the mask and immediately grew into Monster Link. Godzilla didn't have shit on me as I pummeled the twin molds. As I delivered the final blow, the last and ugliest mask appeared, and as I touched it, I was transported to the mystical place for the last time. I finally got a good look at the weird things I've been talking to the entire game. They seemed to be made entirely out of legs and had heads for torsos. They told me they'd help, I just had to call them. That was great news, but the whole situation seemed kinda sad and I couldn't really put my finger on the reason why. As I left the stone tower, 4 mysterious lights shot up into the sky, and I couldn't help but wonder if I was finally nearing the end. This thought both comforted me and made me slightly sad at the same time. I returned once more to Clocktown and prepared to save my game. Until next time, diary, your friend, Brittany Saturn.